Oh yeah, where they at? See them over there? The noise attack, man. The noise attacks. Now talk about how they repeat the same tactics and methods. They go from teenagers to now young Negro females, right? Young Negro females, early 20s, you know, staring at me hard too. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do? And of course, you know, they do all these hand signals and shit. So I always know the tactics that is used, right? And I talk about them using young women, right? The weaponization of our people against each other and against ourselves. And they're upset. They're upset because I can see and recognize, oh yeah, I can see the airport department. Okay, yes, I can see. See the light flashing? There gotta be a New York Fire Department officer sitting in their Predator vehicle, right? In their police car, right? Gotta check the bus schedule. Also, today, whenever I unlock my phone, they will use the car horn, right? And you know, for the most part, that's what they were doing today. Whenever I unlock my phone, use the car horn, right? And not so much the sirens, and particularly when I press a certain number. Okay, I'm not going I'm not gonna reveal that number. You know what I'm saying? They think they're slick. You know, they were doing it with another number yesterday. Today is another number, right? So yeah. I know what it is that they do. How they try to coerce you into, you know, doing certain things or saying certain things. Right? It's all coercion, psychological manipulation, the use of technology to violate privacy and to engage in spying, tracking, and violating our privacy within our homes and our minds, right? Oh yeah, our minds, that's right. So if I say the word their minds, they'll use the siren, right? When I say like I said something in my mind, I'm like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers is mine. I got y'all motherfuckers. They start using their sirens. Anything to avoid accountability, right? They'll try to set you up because they want to get away with what it is that they've done to you. Well, like I said, they will never railroad me. It ain't gonna happen. Okay. Bus will be here soon. Oh yeah, you guys hear the sirens? I said the bus will be here soon. Language, how language is used to condition us, manipulate us, particularly in this society, right? And how they use words, same words with different meaning. You know, whether it be dictionary appropriate or societal usage of it, or societal definite people within the society, how they redefine certain words. You know, one thing they do is they study our culture. There's a big part also is that they create the negative aspect of our culture. We don't realize it, right? And then they try to pass it off as black culture. But black culture is never negative. I want you guys to understand that. Whether it be black American, whether it be black Caribbean, black European, black Africans, black Asians, right? Our culture is never negative. And how do I know that? If you go and you study black history, African history, you'll understand that. You know, I talk about how Europeans use positive affirming words, African words within African cultures and nations, and they change the meaning, right? Or they give it a negative association, right? So the word, the Niger that they call the pronunciation is Niger, right? Negus, which means king, leader, ruler, right? When we say stop talking that mumbo jumbo, in Africa and in Africa, African nations, near prayer to the Department, right? The mumbo jumbo is a therapist. Just like how when we go through our issues, you seek therapy from a therapist. Well, the mumbo jumbo was called a therapist, somebody that you talk your problems to, and they can give you solutions, right? Here's Sirens. Go look it up. Go look it up. Right? So all of the positive African affirming words, right? A positive words, a positive association, they take it and they change it. They make it negative. Right? You gotta understand what it is that they do. All right, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Trying to get the other bus drivers earlier to lower the bus again. They give me a hard time.